everybody. Cheaper by the Dungeon. DM Seth here. Episode 7.
Round 2.
Man. Round 2. Round 3. Round 7, really. Man, we've been doing this a while.
Mm-hmm. Feels like a lifetime.
But it feels like a journey. But we're getting into this new arc now. Jacob, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Adam?
Hello.
Connor?
Where am I?
One of these times we're going to have to play this intro real straight, because every time we're extremely confused. It's me.
Can we just act like we know what's going on for once in our lives?
Look, I went down for a nap and all of a sudden woke up at Seth's place. It's not my fault for being confused.
Hi, Connor.
Hey.
Okay, real brief, just, callback to the last episode. What happened, you guys were just outside of Valentine's, and you were going to investigate the piano key that you have. Dariun got upset from various Eladrin racist comments from the, shoe store / corn cob store owner, as well as Normandy's, and he stormed off. Normandy and Zippy went to the piano store, or just music store, and they investigated the key, and they met Dawson and Lemon Macaw, and Dawson put the piano key in the piano. It exploded, and then Normandy had a very cool moment when he was reading Dawson's thoughts, and Dawson had an out-of-body experience, it sounds like. After that, Dariun, on his quest, he got really drunk, and he was changing colors and emotions and everything. How Eladrin do, I guess. And then he met Jezzy, and then the gang found him drunk on a bench with her, and they all reunited. And then the funeral was starting. Funeral happened. Boom. God of Bliss showed up and destroyed the casket, and that's where we are. But before we get into the episode, whoever's editing this, put some teaching music under this right now, because I got to explain something real quick. So basically, all of you know or have knowledge of what a tether means in this world. So I'm just going to explain it for you real quick. So basically, what a tether is the gods, they can't really influence the world by themselves. So the way they do it is through tethering themselves to creatures in the world. So the gods and goddesses can choose a creature while they're still in the womb and then tie a divine string to them so that they're connected. What this allows them to do is the vessel or creature can directly communicate back and forth with the god at any time. And also the god can kind of embody that vessel and then influence the world through that. So they're not really there, but they're pretty close. They are able to directly communicate through the voice. That's why this female librarian figure had a male voice and everything. So hopefully that made sense. Cut the teaching music.
Is she possessed?
When it's happening?
Yeah.
No, tethers are aware of what's happening when the god is in control. They kind of let it happen as well. So it's not like full possession. It's pretty close, I guess, but it's not as mean as I think possession might be.
But it's like good, I guess, in this.
It's like a good possession.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's how that works in the world. And we can find out more about that later. But anyways, let's get into it. So you guys are standing on top of the rooftops just out on the outskirts of Orem Square. And you see all the sea of people in black clothing. They were just moments ago sobbing at the funeral scene. And then, of course, the God of Bliss descended, and their tether descended from the sky, crashed into the coffin, blue butterflies everywhere. And they spoke up and said, "It's time to party!" And there were some people in the back who were like, "Oh, hell yeah! Oh, God of Bliss Touri's here!" And other people in the front were like appalled that this is happening, and they were like throwing things and yelling. You actually see the queen, who was at the podium just in front of the casket, turn around, see the tether to the God of Bliss, and go over there and just start like punching them and just saying like, what are you doing? This is so disgraceful. Bring him back. Bring his body back. And the God of Bliss just backs up and is like, whoa. Okay, I see. Nobody knows what's going on. Okay, one sec. And he snaps his fingers, and you feel this warm wave just explode from the God of Bliss, and everybody in the surrounding area, including yourselves, just feels soothed and just peaceful and happy. The queen just goes like onto her knees, but she's not like complaining or anything anymore. And the God of Bliss, this librarian lady vessel that he has, casts thaumaturgy on himself, and just the booming voice echoes so all can hear. And he's like, "Hey, everybody! Yeah, so I bet you didn't see this one coming. Listen, I know some of you thought it was pretty rude of me to crash a funeral, but this is what Pontus Alvaro wanted. 100%. I have it in writing here." And you see the page he's holding just starts to grow, and it fills the sky, and you see this giant floating page that shows like Pontus Alvaro's dying wish. Turi, please fill this out. And on this giant page, you see 2 commands that Turi was given from Pontus. One was to make his funeral a party, so that no one would be sad at his passing, but instead would be filled with joy. The other one was to oversee the choosing of the next king of Orem. Everyone sees that, and the page shrinks again down into the God of Bliss's hands, and you just hear him go, "So yeah, 2 things, as you saw. Gonna make it a party, and we're gonna do it real good in just a second. And the other one is we gotta choose a king. Boring stuff. I don't know why I was given this task, but we gotta get it over with. Anyways, I believe I'm supposed to talk to Christopher." And this one guy stands up in the crowd, and he runs over, and he's like, "Oh, yes, me." And he's like, "Yeah, you got the thing?" And he's like, "Yeah, here. All right. Maybe I should do this after the party, but I'm gonna do it now. So we got the 3 lines for the throne. The 3 original greeters that founded Orem. The king can only be chosen from those 3 family lines. We've got, let's see, we got the sorcerer line from the late Fen Rise, who was the original greeter. The descendant of Fen Rise, we got Farron Rise. Let's give her a hand. This is the sorcerer candidate." And you see this elf lady who was sitting in one of the seats that was placed behind the casket. She stands up. She has slicked black, silver hair. And Farron Rise walks forward. And the God of Bliss just kind of holds his hand out. And he's like, "Anything you want to say?" I am very, very honored to be chosen for being the new candidate for the sorcerer line. I think this will be a great time for Orem, and if you choose me, we will fulfill the rest of the years with prosperity for all. Thank you. Yeah, that was really dry. Next up, we've got Combe Alvaro, the grandson of the late Pontus Alvaro. Get up here, kid. And Christopher, the little page boy, he whispers in Turi's ear. And he's like, what? Sorry, kidnapped? A raid? What? So, not gonna be here? Got kidnapped in a raid? Okay. Yeah, so, my mic was on. Yeah, Comb's gonna be a little late for this one. We'll get him at the next rally, okay? All right. But Combe, give it up for Combe. Everybody clap. You hear like nervous claps all throughout the square. And we got the last one from the Goliath cleric line. By the way, the last one was the fighter line. Didn't mention that. Woof. And the next one is the cleric line, descendant of Smo Ranbjorg, the Goliath cleric from back then. We've got, what's him? I love this guy. Bradley Ranbjorg! And you see Bradley, yes, Bradley.
I knew it! Oh, I knew it! Yes.
There you go. Bradley in a little black suit steps up, and he's like, Turi bends down on one knee, holds his hand out, and he's like, "You want to say anything, kid?" "I'm really rooting for you, by the way. I think Kid Kings are the funniest thing." Bradley chokes up. He's like, "Yeah, I don't want this. I want Paige, and I will." "Okay, let's cut it quick, and don't shoot yourself in the foot, kiddo. All right, go back, Bradley." "All right." All right. So those are the 3 candidates from the Fighter, Sorcerer, and Cleric line. We are going to get the kind of election season started real quick because I don't have a lot of time to spend here. I got other parties in the world to do. So we're going to start this next morning, bright and early. Be here in the square, and we'll get some votes in. All right? Sound good? All right, let's party! And he snaps his fingers, and lights appear everywhere, filling the sky. And you hear crackling of portals. And all the streets that lead into the square, you see portals in each of them, and different vendors and circus acts and everything come pouring out of them. And lights fill the air, and festival music starts to play. And you feel another wave of warm energy, and you just feel all just excited and happy. Actually, Dariun, you go from red skin, anger, to just your base green again through this effect. And you hear the Turi just say, "All right, that's gonna be all from me. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow morning. Peace." And he just zaps into the sky, and he's gone. Around you, the party is starting to begin. There's vendors everywhere. There's circus acts happening. People down there are having a great time. They're laughing. They're cheering. Like, the somber mood that was literally like 5 minutes ago is completely turned around. And you can see the queen in the center. She's actually getting in on the fun as well. Everyone is just elated through the magic that the God of Bliss just poured on everybody.
What about us? Are we still, like, charmed, per se?
It's not full charm, but you just feel good. You just feel happy.
I can honestly say I did not see that coming.
I feel warm and fuzzy inside, even more than usual.
You feel warm and fuzzy on the outside too, Zippy.
Oh, yes,
Don't touch
stole
me.
it from me.
We should get off this roof, maybe, and join the party.
Oh yeah, we're on the roof. Yeah.
Does anyone know where I can sober up a little bit?
I think we should get you some more drinks. Let's go up to your level.
All right. I'm okay with that too.
Is Gilbert with us?
Yep, he's up there, and his jaw is just on the floor from what he just saw. He actually doesn't seem very happy or anything. He just seems shocked.
I mean, if I can,
Yep.
I touch him on the shoulder, and I say, "Gilbert, what just happened?"
I think the new king is going to be chosen a lot sooner than we thought. Also, I had no idea Bradley was a Ranbjorg. And yeah, I feel like a little bit like this is still disrespecting Pontus Alvaro's memory, but I guess if this is what he wanted, we should party a little.
I want to go get an autograph from the queen. I'm gonna go get it right now. And I jump off the roof
Okay.
and head towards the queen.
Oh, he's a quick little bugger, isn't he? Okay. Well, yeah, we better get going.
Yeah, I'll follow too.
Gilbert is still standing there as you guys are descending off the roof down into the swarming crowd below. Gilbert's still up there, and he just shouts. He's like, "Hey guys, meet me at the stables when you're done, okay? I'm gonna just take a minute."
Are you sure, Gilbert?
Yeah, no. And a smile starts going across his face now, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I think this will be a good thing for everybody. I'm just gonna go clear my head real quick."
This is
And
so
he
interesting.
descends down the rooftop as well, but he goes a different way in the crowd. And immediately you lose sight of him in the crowd because it's just so packed. You guys are in there, though, and you are, like, trying to make your way to that kind of where there's at least some, like, spread out of crowd where the queen is.
Well, I don't know if that's what they want to do, but I'm making a beeline for the queen.
Yeah, I'll follow Zippy. Yeah, for sure.
I start trying to follow them and then immediately get distracted by all the vendors.
You can, yes. Yeah, you can. Okay, so you get lost, Dariun. We'll come back to you in a second. Man, we got to split up the party so often. So Zippy and Normandy, you are making your way through this crowd. People are just like cheering. You're constantly shoulder to shoulder with folks. And you are just making your way through. But there is still kind of like a line of golden guards that are very loosely protecting that kind of center area where the queen is. It's very loose security. But I want you to make kind of a stealth check to get through that.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, modified 20.
14.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, that's both good enough. They're pretty distracted, and they're feeling good too, so they're not really on edge. So you just slip past the golden guards, and you are in this kind of clearing. There's a few people. The queen is just schmoozing and talking and laughing with like her family members and the other like lineage people of the three families. And you see the queen.
Hello, Miss Queen.
Yes? well, sorry, excuse me. Yes, what is it? Oh, you're so cute.
I would like to introduce you to the man responsible for this evening, Mr. Normandy, right here.
What? No! Oh my gosh! Zippy! No! Oh.
All right. How you're reacting?
No. Normandy is just gonna like, hello. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, Normandy is a patron. You see, he helped fund and donated to this. Well, actually, no. He actually just set up those tents in the back. He wanted to say he was a nice patron, but those tents you see, yeah, that was him. He was a nice volunteer.
Oh, he's responsible for helping Turi set this whole thing up? Oh, I love him then. Thank you so much for your service.
No problem. Can I get an autograph, please? You see, I'm from the Bramble Patch, and it would be such a nice story to tell everyone that I met the Queen of Aurum.
Oh, sure. Anything for anyone tonight. I'm just feeling so happy. Sure. Here, what would you like me to sign?
I rummaged through my explorer's pack, and what do I have in here?
You have the doorknob.
No.
Oh, I can't.
I don't want her greasy mitts on that. I pull out my bedroll, and I get her to sign my sheets.
Okay. Okay. So she takes this bedroll out of that you bring out of your bag. Where would you like me to sign? The pillow or the feet part?
The middle, please.
Okay.
Just where my little tush sits. That's it.
Marigold Alvaro is the name that is signed across.
You just increased the value of this tenfold. Thank you very much.
Anytime. Enjoy the party.
Oh, I'm not done with you.
Oh.
I have some more questions. I need. What's the logistics of a new king? Do they have to marry you? So you must be very terrified of that young man. I'm sure you don't want to marry him.
Oh, Bradley, I would never marry him. He's too much of a scamp. But no, I don't have to marry anybody. Our family's going to be replaced with either more Alvaros or one of the other two families.
Actually, beg your pardon, Your Highness. What was it I heard Terrace was saying about Colm? Is that his name? Colm Alvaro being kidnapped? Is that true?
Oh, is he kidnapped? I didn't hear that part. What? My grandson Combs kidnapped?
I don't want to spread rumors, because you know what, assuming does. Very bad to do, spread rumors, but...
I think the best thing to do, Your Highness, is to keep this on the down low. It would throw your family right out of the running for the next kingship.
You see, tears start like going down her face, even though she's smiling. She's like, but he's kidnapped. Is that real? Is that true? And then, just as she's starting to feel sad again, she's like kind of even moving. Her sadness is breaking through even the happiness. You see, Turi shows up again, just out of the crowd, and he's like, I can't leave for 5 minutes, and then people are feeling sad again. Come on, man. Seriously, I thought I put some powerful ones on you. I also got to do it more. And she's like, wait, no, I don't want it. And then he taps her forehead, and you just see the smile come back. And he's like, okay, that should last the night.
Excuse me.
Guys, what are you doing?
Excuse me, Mr. Deity.
Yes? And you see, you actually feel this weird presence now. It's kind of overwhelming. You can't help but smile, even though, like, your thoughts might not be happy. You just can't help but smile. But this librarian lady with a man voice is just looking very, like, kind of disappointed in you guys. But go ahead.
Do you do autographs, sir?
Oh yeah, I do. What would you like? Great. Would it make your day? Would it make your year?
It would. Yes. Could you?
Yeah, I'm on it then.
Could you sign? My actual backpack right here, my explorer's pack.
Weird request, but I'll do it. And then he just moves his finger, and you see Turi, God of Bliss, kissy face is just planted on the back of your backpack.
Turi, would you mind signing my accordion? I just need it for... Yeah, I would just love an autograph.
Jeez, everybody wanted an autograph. All right. And then you see, same thing, kissy face. Turi, God of Bliss on your thing.
Could you tell me, Turi, what the structure is of where you align in the structure of the deities and everything? How low are you on the scale, and how high are you on the scale?
Yeesh. Whoa, guys, that is a very personal question. You can't just go asking around gods what their tier is, and then you just see... So you notice now that actually, Turi, this female body's eyes, the pupils are just, like, enveloping the eyes, so they're almost completely black with the pupil. But you see as he's trying to kind of smooth his way around this question, the pupils shrink to normal size, and you actually hear the girl's voice be like, shut up, Turi. He's pretty low. Trust me. And then it zips back, and he's like, hey, you stop! I said you had the night off.
Turi, you're a deity here. Do you actually know Salem by any chance?
Ooh, persuasion check.
Oh, that was a good one. Okay, here we go. 16.
Yeah, oh, yeah, sure I know him. Yeah, of course I do. He's probably the most famous god, even though he doesn't bring joy and happiness to everybody throughout the land. Talk about a more important role, am I right?
Well, he probably brings more strife than anything else.
Oh, high five, buddy, for that one. And then high fives you.
Mr. Deity Man, this seems to be a problem that you're clearly encountering, and you seem to be dodging it. No offense, but it seems that one young man is lost and kidnapped. Something was that?
Oh yeah, man, I really screwed that one up, guys.
Do you have any idea where he might be? Any leads at all?
Listen, I got here literally 10 minutes ago. I don't concern myself with such small stuff like that. If he doesn't show, he doesn't show.
Completely understandable. But I think in your best interest, and to keep this party moving, that it would be in our best interest to help you out, because you're such an amazing man, and I think it would make sense that we find this man, and then everyone would continue to be happy.
Could I mosey over now, Seth, after wandering through the crowd
Yeah,
for a
I'll
little
say
while?
you moseyed over, and you have like a shish kebab.
Guys, these things are so good. I've never had this before. Where's this from?
Oh, that one? Ooh. I think that's from Shroom's hair, some desert beast meat.
I can get behind beet meat.
What do you say about striking a little deal with us?
You see Okay, this is what happened. You guys are good at this game. You see, as soon as you say strike a deal, you feel it's like the darkness from all the corners of the world just kind of envelop you guys, and you're in this little black dome. There's still light on the floor, and you can see each other in normal light, but it's like you're in this encapsulated bubble, and you just feel like this intense pressure. You too, Dariun, you're in here too.
Oh boy.
But it's like the world around you just kind of blacked out for a minute, and you just hear, you want to make a deal? Do you? Yeah. Oh, sorry. And then it vanishes. But he's like, sorry, what deal do you want to make?
I want to make an amazing deal. You see, I think that we would be able to find that boy. We have some adventurous skills, you see, and I think in our best interest, and yours, as I said before, that we find this boy pronto. We could skip this party and get it done straight away. But I think there's a little deal that I would like to make.
I want to hear it. It's going to have to be a good one, though. I don't really care about whether Comb lives, dies, or gets found or not, so...
Yes, but you want Marigold to be happy, don't you?
Yeah. I do owe Pontus that, at least. Even though he's dead, I'm good for my word.
I've got one. Are we still close to like the queen and some of the other royalty right now, or are we kind of having a side conversation?
They're kind of around, but no one can listen in on your conversation because the commotion from the party around you is just so loud.
All right, you look to me to be a little pot stir. You know this one right here, the stupid curly horns.
Excuse me, Mr. Deity. Could you heal? Could you bring him back to sobriety? That would help Dariun explain a little better, I think. If you could
see, this is the first time I've ever been asked to make somebody more sober. Usually it's the other way around, my friends, but you got it. And he snaps his fingers, and you are completely sobered up, Dariun.
Oh my gosh, my head is ow. I'm sorry. Where was I? The tiefling here. You seem like you wanna stir the pot a little bit. This tiefling here actually it's kind of funny. This tiefling here actually wants to be the king. And you know, maybe he could stir the pot a little bit and have a little bit of fun, you know? And you might find some enjoyment out of that, huh?
Persuasion check.
Wow, Connor. Nice.
Oh, but it's a natural one.
No!
The dreams of being a king. Gone like that. He's like, now that would be hilarious, and I am all for pranks, but I'm going to do what Pontus said to do, and I'm going to just use the three-family kind of traditional election style. So, sorry.
That's all right. We'll bide our time.
What else do you have to offer?
We will find Comb for you. If you can help us in some way down the line, I'm sure Zippy has an idea.
I'm sure Zippy is full of ideas.
No, I thought I'm helping you because I thought you had one.
You see, we're and he motions for the god to come closer to my little bunny mouth.
He bends down and
you see,
ear to your mouth.
You see, we're on an adventure to get the next grand treasure, and we have a lead. It's you. You're gonna help us. No, we have this mystical magic key. You see, it's a piano key.
And I use prestidigitation to make a lifelike replica of it, and I hold it out.
You can't hear this conversation right now.
I'm not in there with him.
We're whispering.
I don't believe he's whispering into his ear.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool.
you see, we're a scrappy little bunch, and when someone, I think this world is in need of a new grand treasure, and so, whatever that may be, we could pledge to you throughout it all, and as long as you help us, and that you literally have nothing to lose.
He motions for you to come down, like lean your ear into his mouth.
Okay, I do that.
Grand treasure! And he screams. And it echoes through your ears, and you kind of go, it's like ringing deaf for a sec.
That hurt me.
And then you hear his eyes shrink, and you hear just like, sorry, indoor voice. Come on, man. And the eyes go back up. He's like, oh, right, sorry, jeez. Stay in there. Yes. That's what I like to hear. Who isn't looking for a grand treasure, am I right?
I mean, just think that if it's on the same level as us be able to start a new, like, huge capital like Aurum, imagine if we got something to make that happen and the whole capital pledges to you, that's a huge boost to your status in the deity of all gods.
And you could throw one big-ass party.
You could throw a big-ass party.
So you're saying you're going to get Comb back, and you're going to get the entire city of Aurum to praise my name and kick Salem out of this one. This town's my town now. Tory town, you know what I mean? Is that what you're saying to me, for real?
It's going to be a long journey, but I hope to have your support through it the whole way.
How the hell are you going to do this?
Just look at us. Look how capable we are. We've already started one step of the puzzle, and I think I'm holding onto the piano key, and I lift it out of my pocket and show him. This is the first step, and if you can help us with this after we save Comb, I'm certain that we'll make some significant headway.
As soon as you see the key, he snatches it out of your hands real quick and investigates it, and he's like, You weren't joking when you said you actually had a piece, did you?
Not at all. I never joke. Not even once.
Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, boys. I haven't been this excited in a while. But here's the deal. And the key disappears.
Son of...
I'll get you your little key and your grand treasure clue back. But you have to get this entire city to start worshiping me instead of Salem, all right? And you gotta bring Comb back.
Okay, and now I have a counter offer.
I'm all ears, bunny man.
No, I'm all ears, because I'm a bunny man.
I get it! Everybody laugh! And everybody in the audience just all of a sudden bursts out laughing. Everybody at the party is just laughing. He's like, all right, settle down. And then he lowers his hands and everybody stops laughing, but they go back to party mingling.
Counter offer. That sounds good to me, but I need you to give my friend Dariun here an awesome weapon while we go get Comb. You see, his is in the shop, and if you wanted to do this right away, he needs to be armed. And I know you're capable of arming him.
Guys, this is the weirdest conversation I've ever had. We went from just signing autographs on bedrolls.
I'm so appreciative of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Well,
no
these
worries.
meetings are all about connections. It's like a meet and greet. It's networking is the real name of the deal. So,
I gotta say, you three are quite impressive right off the bat with the grand treasure clue.
See, we're the real deal. We're the closest anyone's come in years. You gotta give us a chance.
I'm also going to have to request that you return that key.
You sure?
I'm 100% sure, Turi.
If we're gonna be partners, don't you think it's more... I can't trust you guys unless I'm holding on to a bit of the share, you know what I mean? How do I know you're gonna make the people sing my praises unless I'm holding this key right now?
And how are we going to know that you're not going to simply find replacements if you're holding the one clue we have?
Well, that's the name of the game, kiddo.
He's right, Dariun. We need to take. We need to. We
Gotta take a risk.
we're drifting in the water, as they say. Without this man is literally a god of this world. This is a huge deal.
I understand that, but here's the thing. That clue could be the piece for unlocking future clues. If we don't have access to that when we come across something, it's going to do nothing but hinder our investigation. We should have that clue with us to help us move further and not have to backtrack to check with you every time. I think you need to extend some trust to us as well.
I agree.
Mr. Godman, if you take that key from us and don't give it back to us after we do what you said was save Colm, I'm gonna be very sad, and that's against, your whole bliss thing. Don't make me sad, please.
Oh, that warms my heart. It really does, boys. Sure. Here's your key back. I'm a nice guy. Here you go. And it just materializes again, and it flings into your hands. Dariun, it goes into yours.
Can
Dariun.
I inspect it to make sure it's the real thing?
Investigation check.
Oh, that was a good one. That's 19.
Wow, sick, dude.
Dariun, you have the foresight to know that if this key's the real deal, you're gonna have to test it by pushing it into something.
Son of a...
Test it, Dariun, just in case it's maybe be a little trick.
Here, Dariun,
Alright.
put it into this. And I pull up my music box.
No, I crouch down, place the key on the ground, and I push it.
Is that a good idea, Dariun? It might reverberate the whole ground we're on.
The world explodes.
The end of the campaign.
That was pretty reckless, Dariun.
He's drunk.
You push it into the ground, and you use a bit more force than normal because you're expecting it to go through, and the key actually snaps under your fatty
Come
fingers.
on. No way.
And it turns into little butterflies and flies away.
I don't take kindly to tricks, Turi. That's not a very good extension of trust.
I'm really not sure how you figured out that was a fake key. Okay, kids. Real talk. We're gonna have to go somewhere a bit more private for the rest of this one, alright? You guys good with leaving the party a little early?
Yippee!
Fine.
Alright. Let's go. Snap. Boom. You feel like your bodies are just teleporting. Crackling energy is all around you. And you land in a pool of water. It's like a cove. The waves are just slowly rushing in, and the moonlight is just glistening off the water. It's like a circular cove, and there's the one point where the ocean like rushes in, but the rest is there, and you're on the sandy beach. And you see there's like kind of tall rock walls on the outside, so it does make it a very private area.
Seth, just really quickly, I slip on the ring of communication that I have.
You're always wearing it.
Never mind.
Or did you take it off?
You know what? I double checked that it's still on my hand.
It's there, baby.
Boom. Nice.
Okay, so the ring of communication's on your hand. You can see actually in the distance, just up and to the right, on the coastline, you can see this tall, shapely house with some lights on inside. But it's very tall and thin. And you're here on the beach with Turi, and he's actually sitting in like a beach chair, like lounging back, and he has like a floral shirt on and a sun hat, and like he's sipping on a martini real quick. He's just like, boys, take a seat. And before you can even say anything or do anything, you're in a seat now. And it's like you're totally under this guy's control.
Am I able, Seth, to put to rest my chin on my hand with my ring of communication? Can I move?
Yeah, you can move. It's just you automatically like teleported into a chair.
Okay, and I just whisper into the hand. Well, and I just say, "Thank you, Turi," into my out loud. But I'm also willing to speak into my ring.
Okay. So whatever you're saying right now will be transmitted through the ring of communication to wherever the other ring is.
Yeah.
All right. He's like, no problem, kiddo. So let's rediscuss the terms here. You want my help looking for a grand treasure. Yawn. Everybody's doing it. So 300 HD. But you are going to do for me is get Comb back so I can make the Alvaros happy, since that was Pontus's kind of dying wish to me and I owe him one. And you're going to get everybody to worship me. Is that crystal clear?
Yes, but you remember, you have to give my boy Dariun here a weapon for the adventure, because his is in the workshop, you see, for 3 days. And
sure, weapon, here you go. What kind do you want?
No, I've got a very particular one in mind. I'm actually more so going to need gold for it to be finished itself. I care not for what you may summon here. And look, if I can be quite frank about all this, Turi, I care not for the gods. I don't care about who worships who, or who praises what. It doesn't concern me, and I don't care. But what does matter is that we get that key back, and we find this treasure. If you want people to worship you, fine. But I personally will not make the guarantee that it will happen.
Well, I'm gonna kind of need a
I'm willing to give a guarantee, no matter what. You have the Zippy Westboro word.
I feel like that holds weight.
It certainly does. You could tell I'm the leader of this bunch. The glue, you'd say. No, I'm just kidding. We're all a bunch of friends for now, I think. But okay, if Dariun wants gold, maybe we can make that happen. But you have to guarantee that you'll help us with this piano key once we save Colm. You have to guarantee that. And again, I'll be very sad if you don't.
Okay. What should I do? Carol, what do you think? You're better with these things anyways. And the eyes shrink again. And you hear, she comes out and she's like, I'm not buying it, boys. I'm sorry. You might have Tori under your finger, but I mean, who doesn't these days? Jeez. But it's going to take a bit more than that to convince me to go along with this as well. You're going to need both of us if you want this to go through. Trust me. I'm not letting Tori do anything he wants.
What do you have?
Tori, I'll write you a kick-ass
Hey, you're
song.
talking to Carol right now, okay?
Well, what do you have to lose if we do, like, if we don't?
Well, if people find that especially if the other gods find out I'm stealing their followers, it's gonna look pretty bad up there in the astral plane.
Well, we won't mention a thing. It will happen naturally, like fermenting something, you know?
Do you know what? How about we meet each other halfway? What if we bring Colm back to you and we renegotiate and you help us find this grand treasure?
No.
In that case, what do you have to lose?
No. That does not work for me. I'm not going to the table once again when we bring Colm back. This has to be settled here and now. Look, you need Colm so that we can have leverage with the queen and that line of the family to convince them to start worshiping you over Salem. If you don't, it's going to be much harder with the other two lines because there's no leverage there right now. We'd have to build up a relationship, and it's just not going to happen. With Colm, we can build a relationship with Colm, and then with the queen as well. The queen is obviously connected with the church, as the royalty in the church get along in Orem, and I think we'd be able to at least make something happen there. I think that's doable. But and that would take a lot of work. And so we need your guarantee here that you will help us with the key. It's literally, but there's nothing for you to lose from this either, because it's either you go on doing the same thing you always done, or you get a benefit. You're not losing anything from this.
I'm sure if the ruling royal family is singing the praises of a god, that many of its citizens will follow suit.
Especially if that god is accredited with saving their grandson.
Or the current king.
You see, Pontus, I thought about that back in the day. That's why I got so close to Pontus originally. Was hoping that, if I make him happy, he's going to make me happy in return, and we'd have a little deal like we're having now. But unfortunately, he was very traditional, and he said while he may worship me, he can't force others to. But now that there's going to be a shift in power, who's to say we can't throw out the old ways? You know what I mean?
How old was Pontus when you met him?
Oh, I met him when he was 25, starting.
Combe is younger than that, from what I understand. And young children can be easily manipulated at times, so if that's something you would like to convince a certain royal of doing, this would now be your time to do it. Look, again, I don't care who worships who in this, so you don't need to be concerned about betrayal or any of that, because honestly, I don't care. If this is what it's going to take to get us to that grand treasure, then that's what we're going to do.
And I understand your worry with suspicion from the other gods. That's why we'll be doing everything literally for you. You see, it would be far easy for you to do this yourself. Go to Colm, convince him, little buddy. But I think the gods are already getting a little suspicious with your relationship with the old king there. Wouldn't you agree? You're getting too close. Salem's watching.
It's like you were there at that last AA meeting with the god.
I would love to be your advisor after this, please.
Hello, my name's Turi.
Yes, you're exactly right. They kind of figured what I was doing, and, well, let's just say I did not have a good weekend that time. But if you guys do it, and you swear you have no connection to me, and it all comes up very naturally, who's to stop the course of nature, right?
Yes, and I believe the course of nature is for this to happen and us to find the grand treasure. I mean, why else would we be having this meeting right here? It's all fate, you see.
Now, you may be onto something. Zippy, was it?
Yes, Zippy Westboro. I'm from the Bramble Patch. I grew up there. My family is very large, and I'm here.
I know the Bramble Patch. I know it. I've been there. Okay, sure. This is. You guys are pretty smooth talkers.
Thank you very much.
But how are you gonna find Combe to begin with?
Oh, we've got a couple of ways, don't you worry. You leave that to us. But you still haven't agreed to helping us with that key or the grand treasure. I need that. We're going around in circles here.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do, boys. I think if you can swear you'll get this done within the next week, you got to find Combe. I'll postpone the election till then, and then we'll get him into power, and I know exactly how I'm going to help you with the grand treasures. I will show you the way into the lair of the first grand treasure, and if you can get a sneak peek at that stuff, not even I've seen it, and if you can get a look in there, I'm sure there'll be clues as to where the next one is. Agreed?
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, that's great, but you're saying you actually have no idea where you can't discern anything from the key that we showed you.
All I can, to be honest, all I can tell is that there's some seriously whack magic on it, and also that it is 100% one of the Salem treasures. That is a guarantee. I've seen a few clues like this in my day. Usually they never end up finding the actual thing, to be honest with you. But, hey, if we're going to be teammates on this, who's to say we can't change the world one more time?
Exactamundo there.
All right. I'm tentatively on board with this, I suppose. I mean, what is there to lose, right, Turi? Radio! You guys are going to love working with me, trust me. We're more associates than working directly together. But let's say, first step, you guys have to give me a report tomorrow with your game plan, okay? Meet me here at this bar, and he sends you just a magical note appears in your hand with a location to the Speakeasy Speak.
Is it in Orem?
It is in Orem. And it tells you the street name and everything. But it's called the Speakeasy Speak. Very terrible name.
Would you like us to call ahead and get the back room?
I'll take care of that. Don't you worry.
Okay,
Zippy.
make sure you have enough seats too, because I don't know how many people we'll bring.
Meet me there at dinner time, okay? But also, just as a proof of concept, I want to see your guys' skills, because I think getting Colm back, if it's anything like normal, I think it's going to be, a little bit of a dangerous situation. Anybody who kidnaps a king's grandson is probably bad business.
Time for a training montage, boys.
You got it. By the way, here's the key back. You guys earn it for now.
All right, I'll grab it. I'm gonna test this just on my fruity drink right here. Or unless you didn't want to, Normandy.
Well, I was gonna say, I'd kind of like to hold on to it, and then I kind of whisper, because I can use prestidigitation to make it look like we're showing it to people, but not for real.
You're saying I made a mistake back there, aren't you, Normandy?
No, I'm saying I saw what you did and thought, oh, we could make it even better next time. Like, it's like a little bit of a workshop kind of thing.
All right, here you go, Normandy.
I don't care who holds the key.
But my friend here needs some gold for his sword, please. Just the right amount. We don't need anything crazy, unless you want to. But I mean, let's make this. Let's not go into full cheat mode here.
I apologize, guys, but I actually can't manifest currency.
Wow, great party.
Can you give us something?
That's
Can
great.
you give us something expensive to sell then?
The bedroll, maybe. I can sign things. The only god who can actually make gold like that, like, as you can tell, my powers kind of reign within the emotional center. The god of greed, though, I could call him up, maybe? He never answers my calls. But,
does he owe you a
he's
favor?
the one who can get you gold.
Let's just get one of the weapons you were gonna give us anyways, and then we'll see maybe we'll sell it as something. But,
yeah, sure.
I'll take one. I'll take one. I don't mean to interrupt you, sir.
We are on the same wavelength, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're just going
Would
back
you
and
kindly
forth with
take
the
me as a page after this is all done in the future?
As a what?
A page. Like a direct servant to the god. I would love that.
Oh. Yeah, hey, more worshippers than merrier.
No, but I want to be like your secretary,
Do we have an opening for that, Carol? Unfortunately, we don't.
That's all right. Let me know when it opens up.
Will do. I'll get your application information later. There are some open positions on the lower ranks, though. Yeah, I hate business.
I love business.
So, you need a weapon. Here you go. This is the best I can do. And he goes over to a tree just behind the cove, snaps off a branch, teleports back, and you see he just does prayer hands on it, and it just starts to glow. And he's like, you can use this. It's a stick that if you hit them, it'll put them in a state of bliss. That's the best I can do. You need Caesar, the god of steel, to make weapons.
I'll take that and then gift it to Normandy.
I can make you martinis, though.
You give it to me?
Yeah, I'd give that to Normandy.
Zippy, this is... Well, I'm honored.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You don't deserve it, but I think it would be good for our morale.
I reached out and I told Holt to shake his hand.
I fist bump it. It's really awkward.
Ow. Sorry, I must have made a mistake. I'll get it right next time, Zippy, I promise.
All right, the terms seem to be set then, mister.
All right. Now, as long as you can take out these water elementals, I'll know you guys are up for the challenge. All right? See ya after you kill them. See ya. All right? Okay, thanks, guys. And teleports away, and you're in this cove, and out of the moonlight water raises these two water elementals, wielding a water scythe, like a scythe made of water, and a hammer. And we're going to get into some combat.
Oh,
your word.
Favorite!
All right. Break time. Hey everybody, it's me, Mid-Roll Seth. I'm different from regular DM Seth because all I have to do is talk about announcements and I don't discuss any fantasy junk whatsoever. So let's get into it. This week's sponsor is Flintlocks and Fireballs. I actually personally really dig their podcast. They are UK based and their whole thing, it's D&D 5e. And they are set in a Napoleonic world, and they sail the seas and all that good stuff. And the biggest draw in personally, which I think is really cool, kind of their like unique thing, is that they do sea shanties. Like they actually record and sing shanties, like you're gonna hear in this here ad. Enjoy.
So gather your muskets, gather your spears, we'll plunder the shores of Calcinear.
Come all ye sailors and scallywags, and join the crew of Flintlocks and Fireballs, a D&D podcast following a band of privateers sailing the seas of Napoleonic Calcinia. Catch us at flintlocksandfireballs.com every Tuesday at 7 p.m. GMT, or on Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, and more. You can also follow us on Facebook at Flintlocks and Fireballs, or Twitter on @FlintlocksDND. Fair seas and natural 20s.
No kraken, storm, or spell we fear, so come and sail with us, my dear.
See, I wasn't lying. They actually do the shanties. They really go for it. Thank you again, Flintlocks and Fireballs. We really appreciate it. Next up, big shout out to Jacob Goudreau, Adam's very own blood brother, who makes a lot of the tunes for our podcast. If you like what you hear, maybe shoot us a DM on Twitter or something, and we can get you two in contact, and he can make some cool tunes for your podcast for a very reasonable price. So let us know. And you're probably like, what? How do I DM you on Twitter? Oh, look at that transition. Well, you can find us on Twitter at Cheaper Dungeon. Oh, man. Okay, I'm proud of that one. That was one of my better transitions. So Twitter, you can find us at Cheaper Dungeon. Facebook, you can just type in Cheaper by the Dungeon. You'll find us there. On top of that, we also have a Patreon. If you haven't heard, you can support us there, and we got like bonus content and cool little ringtones and other stuff. So you can check us out on Patreon if you'd like. If you want to support us any other way, you can just share our stuff on the social medias that I mentioned, and tell a friend. That always helps as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of this incredibly crazy episode. And lastly, episode 8 will be up. Calendar. Click. December 11th. Yeah, so see you then. Enjoy the episode. Roll for initiative, everybody.
5.
6.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I'm a little off guard. This whole, I got the cool stick. I'm like, oh, wow, this thing, oh, shoot. Like, we gotta fight.
Sorry, Zippy, what'd you get?
So it's actually 7.
First up is the scythe-wielding water elemental.
How far are they? How far are they?
They're about 30 feet away in the water.
Okay. Are we still sitting on our lawn chairs, or are we battle ready?
I'll say you're out of your long chairs now.
My
But,
margarita!
You can still have the margarita in one hand and your quarterstaff in the other if you'd like.
Okay, sounds good.
But the scythe-wielding water elemental that rose out of the moonlit water just kind of moves forward a bit, and then the scythe kind of whips out, latches onto you, Zippy, hooks around, and we're going to see if they hit.
Oh, no!
What's your
14.
What's your AC? 14. It hits. So you are going to take 10 damage.
Oh,
God.
And you are going to get pulled into the water about 15 feet from the scythe that like whipped out and lashed and then just got tugged on your back while slashing the fur.
Dariun!
So 10 damage.
Oh no.
And you're in the water. It's only up to like your belly button, Zippy, but you're very small, obviously. But it would be like you're like halfway up your shin for Dariun and Normandy.
Right.
You're very small, Zippy. Okay, next is Normandy's turn. Dariun, you're up after him.
okay. I'm going to. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna run up and use. Oh my gosh! Dissonant Whispers. Yeah, I'm gonna whisper
which
at
one?
these things, and so the target must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. It must immediately use its reaction to move as far away as its speed allows it to. 60 foot range. So
All right.
I'm gonna point at it and I'm gonna say, "It is unwise for you to be here. You must flee this place."
Okay. It is a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah,
All right. And you're just doing this on which one?
the one that has Zippy.
Oh, the scythe one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what's the DC? It's 14?
Yeah.
Okay, you hit. Roll
Yes!
damage.
Bam,
You did not
okay.
save.
Seven.
Total damage?
Yeah, not very good for 3d6.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really bad.
I was
Less than
expecting
half.
more. So you see this water elemental with the scythe. You wouldn't think water elementals have feelings, but they do, and they get spooked easily. And it just descends and melts into the water, and you see this blob dash away 60 feet into the ocean. So it's kind of near the end of the cove now. But it's just like this blob of water over there, and it rises back out.
It lets go of Zippy, right?
It never had Zippy. It just kind of like pulled him in. It was never grappled.
Okay, good. Okay, cool.
So that is that. Dariun, you're up next.
Seeing as the other one's kind of fled, I'm going to draw my longbow. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike on myself, which basically gives me an extra 30 feet of movement. If I run past an enemy, it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. And while it's concentrated, or while I have it, one time I can add an extra d8 to damage. I'm not going to use that yet, but I'm just using my bonus action right now to cast it. But for now, I'm just going to go with the standard longbow attack.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Boom!
Heck to the yeah. So that's double dice damage. So let's see what that is.
Double dice damage.
Oh, that sucks. That was a 2.
Oh.
So that's 4 plus 3. So that's still only going to be 7 damage from that one.
Hey, welcome to the club. 7-7, buddies.
Okay. 7 damage, but you got a natural 20.
That's already doubled.
Yeah, sorry, that's already doubled. I rolled 2 damage, so it was 2 times 2 to 4, and then it was plus 3 on the regular strike. So
We're
it was
actually
a
not
total
going to
of
double damage this one. I got a different thing planned.
Okay.
So for listeners, whenever there's a nat 20, sometimes it'll be double damage, sometimes it'll be something else. But they're all very good. It's just to keep it fresh and them wondering.
Oh.
So just roll the base damage.
Well, I already did that. That was 2.
Okay. So you draw your longbow, and as you're pulling back on the string, some light bleeds off your fingers, and the bowstring starts glowing blue, and the whole arrow gets encapsulated in some fey magic that you unwillingly put on it because you're still getting the ropes of your teleportation, and you shoot it, hits him, right in the chest, and they teleport directly up about 60 feet, and they're going to take fall damage.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be, so that's going to be 6d6. Because you did it so well, and that's how I'm playing the game.
It's going to be a 7. Just watch.
1 sec. That is going to be 24 fall damage plus the additional 2 from the beginning, so 26 damage.
Wow.
To that one, because you used an accidental teleporting bow. Congrats on your d20.
What? That's amazing.
Is he still standing?
Sorry, what was that again? 24?
26.
26 total. Yeah, so this water elemental gets spooked, zaps into the air, falls from the heavens, splashes into the pond, or the cove. The water explodes up, and you can see a very wounded and it's like kind of like half morphing back into its original like humanoid form. It is looking extremely bloodied. Who's next? We got the wounded dude. He is pissed. And the hammer hand that it has, this water hammer, he moseys on up to Normandy, who's the closest, because Dariun, you're still a ways back. But goes up to Normandy, and it's just going to bonk you with this water hammer.
Wow. Okay.
That is going to be a 14. Does that hit?
Just hits me.
Just hits?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to roll damage now.
Hey, what the hell?
That is going to be 13 damage.
Whoa!
This hammer just comes cracking down and slaps your head, and you just fall to the floor and then pick yourself back up, scurrying back a few feet.
I'm going to use...
but you just got bodied.
That hurts, man. I'm at like 7 health. I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke, which is a reaction.
Oh, as a reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So it is one reaction which you take in response to being damaged by a creature. You point your finger and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed one, a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So I know it's water, but I'm going to try.
Okay. So the save is like the DC for it?
Yeah, same for everything. I guess 14.
It is going to save.
Ugh, okay. So is this going to be like cut down to a quarter? I'm assuming it has resistance against fire.
Does it have resistance? It does not have resistance to fire.
Ah! All right.
So it's just going to take half damage.
Okay. Okay, well that's 8. I guess divided by 2?
8 divided by 2, 4. All right. Do that. Okay.
So if I'm rebuking it, I say, that's not very nice!
They explode in fire, and steam just rises off their body. And as the steam is going up, you just see their bodies slowly start to shrink until they're just a puddle on the floor.
Yes!
You have successfully killed the hammer water elemental.
Hey, rock and roll! A little lecturing never hurt anybody.
Zippy, you're up next.
All right. Zippy's dazed and a little confused of why that scythe water creature was so mean to him. But he's looking into the water from where he was pulled into. Does he see any like creatures in the water?
Perception check. Oh man, I know where this is going.
19. Just wait. No, 21.
Oh baby. 21. Okay. You see. This shouldn't be in the cove, but it is because you rolled so good. You see a swordfish has come in from the sea and is kind of just like chilling in this cove. It's like its summer house.
Okay. If that's the case, then I would like to use Wild Shape to turn into a swordfish as well.
That's so sick. A swordfish?
Yeah, okay, sure. You are going to go full challenge rating swordfish style.
Okay.
Okay, you magically transform. Your paws, like, you see your arms, they start sticking to your sides, and your paws start flicking out a little, and they slowly turn into fins. It's like Animorphs, like, you know.
Right.
It's like,
90s kids, man.
It's like there's that cover, and there's like the middle one where it's like that's bad. You're at that stage right now.
Okay.
And then you go full swordfish, and you're flopping in the sea.
Do I get all my health points back, or do I take off 10 from this person's this?
Nope,
creature's
you get
health?
the whole new health pool from the new animal.
Perfect. Okay. All right. That's my action though, so I'll have to be done for the turn.
Okay, but when you go back to Zippy form, you will have your previous health points.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So now we're gonna go back all the way to the top to the Scythe water elemental, who's kind of just at the end of the cove. You can see it's not very happy that its brother in crime just got smited. And it starts moving up and down. It like starts moving with the waves, and it starts making bigger waves, and a mini just tsunami starts coming at all three of you. Please make a dexterity saving throw. And you get advantage, swordfish Zippy, because you're in the water.
Dexterity, you said?
Yes, I did.
Okay, 14.
21.
Wow.
12.
Okay. Normandy and Dariun, you get hit by this tsunami, and Zippy, you kind of ride the waves, but you still get hit against some rocks in your swordfish form, but you're still doing okay, so you're going to take half damage on this.
Okay.
Hang turn!
That's going to be 6 damage to you, Normandy and Dariun, and that's going to be 3 to you, Zippy.
Wow.
Okay, Normandy, you are up now. And you are kind of knocked prone as well due to the tsunami. I didn't mention that. You and Dariun are knocked prone.
Yeah, I am going to stagger to my feet, and at 1 health point.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to go... I know! And I'm going to go to Dariun and say, I'm in a bit of a rough spot. I'm just going to stand beside you for a while. And I think you're a really great guy. And I'm going to inspire Dariun.
Okay, do it.
For a lizard
He
man.
gets an inspiration die, right? And 1d6?
Yeah.
Okay, and you know what to do with that, right, Dariun?
Yeah, I can add it to a roll before results are determined.
But I really hope that you somehow use it to keep me safe. Just letting you know.
Okay. Dariun, your turn.
All right. Feeling inspired, I'm going to draw my longbow and take a shot at the other elemental.
All right, go for it. And use your inspiration.
I am definitely going to use my inspiration on that one. So it's an extra 1d6. So that... Okay, cool. I rolled a 6 on that. So
Yes!
That's actually a 20. Not natural, but...
Okay, you hit.
Okay, I'm also going to trigger my Planar Warrior with my bonus action and Zephyr Strike, that extra 1d8. So it's actually going to be a total of 3d8
Damn.
damage.
You're too powerful.
You better not kill it right away, otherwise the swordfish isn't going to get to do anything.
Oh, man. I'm just going to swim around.
We'll be like, what's that fish doing in there?
That's going to be 19 damage.
Oh! Yeah, he's dead, I think.
Okay, it's still kicking.
Oh, all right.
It's looking bloodied, though.
Bloodied
but
from a
you're
water thing. It's bloodied.
Yeah, it's you can't really tell that it's bleeding, to be honest. It just looks like more water. But you shoot this bow, it goes slashing right through the chest, but it just kind of absorbs it and cries a little. Or sweats. Who knows? But it is now Zippy's turn. Or should I say, Sword Zippy.
I swim up to... Cause I have to be in 5 feet for my attack. I swim up to the scythe monster who initially attacked me. It's time for revenge. And as a swordfish, I get a multi-attack option. So I get to do 2 attacks. One is stab, and then one is tail whip. And
It's like
so,
a Pokemon.
So the first one is a 1d8 plus 4. So
Go for it.
As long as it's not a splash, like magic card. Useless.
I think you still have to roll to hit first, though.
oh right, sorry, yeah.
Just damage. Just
Sorry, roll it.
roll the hit.
Um,
You have to roll the hit for every attack, by the way.
yeah. That was a 12.
It's not gonna hit.
No.
But you get to roll again for the tail whips.
Oh, yeah.
Your multi attack, right?
Oh, do I? Okay, sure.
Are you doing the multi attack?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Do it, man. Kill this thing.
That was a 9.
Okay. That's
Shoot.
not gonna.
Oh no.
You go for you lunge out of the water and it's beautiful and there's spray of the ocean off the back and even Normandy and Dariun from afar can see the silhouette of this swordfish flying through the air and the moonlight, and it whiffs. And then it goes back for another one with its tail and it whiffs.
Dariun, isn't that a beautiful sight? Look at that. By the way, where's Zippy?
I don't know, but I'm kind of hungry.
Oh, terrible. It is now the Scythe Water Elemental's turn. The Scythe Water Elemental, feeling really, damaged, is going for a Hail Mary with this one. And it's going to try and grab you, Zippy,
All right.
out of the water. So let me try this.
My AC is 11.
Would this not be, if it's a grapple, wouldn't it be like a strength contest?
No, it's going to be like a hit grab.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
But do not worry. The water elemental goes to try and grab you and was going to drag you to the bottom of the sea to try and kill you with pressure. But it misses and just lunges and just misses completely at your sword.
Dariun and Normandy is like, what's going on over there?
But now it's Normandy's turn.
Okay. I'm going to use Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I think this is my second last spell. Okay, I've never used this one before. A creature of your choice that you can see with... Oh, no, it's 60 feet away, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty far.
Okay, never mind, I can't.
Just move closer. You have movement.
No, but he's 60 feet into the water, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's like knee water. It's just a cove. It's not very deep. There shouldn't have been a swordfish there. There is a swordfish still.
Yeah, then I'm going to run as... How close can I get to this thing?
You have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah, 30 feet.
I can say you can get within 30 feet of him.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
16
Wait,
minus 30.
I don't know if it's difficult terrain for the water, but 30 feet is perfect.
No, I'm going to say it's not. It's very shallow.
Okay. Ooh, I feel really weak, but I'm going to try my best to save that random swordfish over there. A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls to fits of laughter if the spell affects it. So I'm going to say, what did one ocean say to the other ocean? Nothing. It just waved.
Oh, God.
And,
You're going to take damage on this one. Okay, what's the save?
DC 14.
Got it. Oh, man. This dice, guys, is working in your favor. It fails.
Yes, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, becoming incapacitated or unable to stand for the duration, which is a minute.
And it doesn't take any damage, right?
No damage.
Right.
At the end of its turn, it can make another wisdom saving throw. And I'm now concentrating on this.
Okay. You see the water elemental just lunge into the water, trying to grab Swordfish Zippy, and then just stands up and just goes just laughing. And it can't do much. Dariun, it's up to you.
All yours, Dariun.
So with the Zephyr Strike still active, I still have an extra 30 feet of movement. So I can actually move 60 feet right now. Can that get me up to the water elemental?
You can move 60 feet?
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, you were still on the shore, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna sprint out to him, and then use my bonus action to activate Planar Warrior again. I'm gonna draw my backup short sword, and I'm going to make a melee attack, which I think is advantage because it's technically prone.
It's constrained, so yes.
All right. That's going to be 16.
That hits.
All right. So
Go for
short sword's not as much damage, but it's still but that was almost max damage. That is 18.
Way to go, Darian. Damn.
It's 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 5. So, and I rolled 8 and a 5.
How do you want to murderize this water elemental that is laughing?
Okay, so with Planar Warrior, that ability I activated, it turns all my damage into force damage. So I want to basically sprint out, like the wind blowing past me with the Zephyr Strike still active, flip the blade into the air, and then stab it into the water, like into the sand underneath. And as I do, have a shockwave shoot out from around me that actually pushes all of the water away. So it's dry for just a second as the water slowly recedes back in.
Okay. That happens. And the waves splash. Zippy gets pushed over in the waves. You move to the side a few feet. Normandy, you get hit by some of the waves. And the other swordfish gets washed up on land and is just floundering now. You have successfully completed Turi's trial. Congratulations.
Yeah. I harvest the bill from the swordfish if I can.
Get away from me!
No, not you. Not the other one.
Okay, you slowly start walking up to the swordfish with murderous intent, and it can tell, and you can hear it just gasping at Zippy because Zippy can talk to animals. It's just like, Zippy. It doesn't know your name. It doesn't know your name, but it's like, help! You're one of me.
All right, Zippy gets out of his beast form, and I shout to Normandy, wait!
What? Why, Zip? We could sell this. We need money, don't we?
You're right! And then Zippy takes out his carrot peeler and kills the swordfish.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You press the carrot peeler, which is literally a carrot peeler, but adds like dagger stats and is magical. And you press it against its like neck, and you just hear like, no, I don't want to die.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, but business is just business. And then I kill
But
it.
my family, I didn't mean to get washed in this cove. I just wound up here by chance. I was trying to get back, but I couldn't find my way. The water was so shallow.
You served your purpose well. I'll remember exactly how you
Your
look.
purpose.
I did not want to go. I don't want that to be the last words I hear. Say something else.
Goodbye.
It just screams as you slowly kill the swordfish.
Yeah, I mean, I have to peel all the way his skin until I get to some nerve where I finally kill him.
Oh my gosh.
And then it just flops over dead, and you see like the Zora style Majora's Mask ghost, and then there's like a guitar solo in the back. He's the guitar though, because I believe the guitar in that game was a swordfish.
Man, can I take that as my instrument?
Oh gosh.
You're gonna use his bone structure.
I guess
like
a real
guitar?
swordfish you can play. Okay, well I take the bill anyway.
Yeah, you can harvest the whole thing. You can take the bones if you want. You can take the bill.
Okay, I take it. Yeah.
You can add swordfish bill to your inventory.
Okay.
And in Red Dead Redemption 2 terms, Zippy's honor went down.
That's all right with me.
Bad Arthur ending. Okay. You guys are done here. Dariun, you slowly walk back. Like the pressure of the thing, of your move and the blast of the force, just like sent all the water either to the sides or some up. So there's some like slow rain mist falling down on you, and you come back just soaking wet. But you're back on dry land.
I use prestidigitation to clean myself off of the water.
Boom. Magic. Mr. Clean. Done.
Mr. Godman, are you coming back? We completed your little test.
Just like that, blink, and he's there in the chair again, with his legs crossed, and then 2 margaritas.
Is that one for me?
Downs 1, and he's like, nope, just have the 1.
Oh, that's okay. It looked like there was 2. My eyes must have been messing up. I might need glasses.
Well, margaritas for all. You did such a good job. I watched the whole thing from the sky. Here you go. Margaritas appear in your hands.
Hey, do these happen to have any healing properties? Because I feel like 1 out of 20 right now.
Oh, right. I should probably heal you guys. Here you go. And then snaps his fingers. You feel that warm wave again, and all your spell slots, all your HP, everything's restored.
Oh, wow.
You feel good. God of Bliss style.
Hey, rock and roll. That's awesome.
But Turi speaks up and is just like, boys, I am impressed. I thought it was there's some pretty close scares there. Normandy, specifically, I thought you were going to die.
Me too.
But, hey, you did it. You proved your worth. I think you guys are up for the job, and I am so ready to make this deal. Yes, even I am ready to make this deal. Hey, you get back in there.
I'm going to make an amendment to this deal now, though. As you like to throw curveballs at us, I'm going to throw a curveball at you. I want you to reach out to the god of greed, and I want you to call in a favor, and you're going to get me the gold to pay for my weapon. You just threw 2 water elementals at us. We didn't agree to that challenge, so in a way, you just attacked us. I'm willing to look past that, if you're willing to call in that favor.
Well, I was just proving your strength and that you would actually be able to do what you're planning on doing.
And you didn't ask to do that. And so I'm not asking. I'm telling you.
Jeez.
You're calling in a deal.
Do we need this guy, boys? I think I can make do with the 2 of you.
He's slowly becoming one of my best friends, so I can't part with him.
I clear my throat, and I say, Turi, surely you can be persuaded just to make this short-term loan to improve a long-term relationship that will bring you many benefits down the road.
This is no loan. This is a gift.
Dariun?
No, I don't care. I honestly care not if you're a god. Gods mean nothing to me. I've walked with beings stronger than gods, and I care not for you. But we're
Dariun,
partners.
Being stronger than God?
No, let me
Yeah,
finish.
I doubt
Let
it.
me finish. We're business partners on this, and I'm willing to honor a business arrangement. And that's fine. But you're going to call in this deal with the god of greed, or the whole deal is off.
If I can interject here...
No, Zippy, I'm putting my foot down on this. Call in the favor, or the deal's off.
Okay, listen, kid. You think I can just call any god I want anytime I want?
No,
I
but
can't.
you can call this
can't.
one.
Well, I can, but I can't. I don't know if they're going to pick up. Like I said, he hasn't been answering my calls.
Well, you've got 2 days to do it.
How much do you need?
$32.50.
Tree fitty.
About $3.50.
About tree fitty. Oh, yeah, okay. I probably don't need to go to the God of Greed for that amount. I'll find something and get it to you tomorrow at dinner. Got it?
Deal.
Okay, fine. Guys, you gotta dry this wet blanket over here. He needs to work on his social skills, especially with the gods.
He may be a bit pushy, but inside, he's got a heart of many colors. I've seen a few.
Pushy on the outside, mushy on the inside. He's a real softie.
All right. Well, is that all the amendments to the deal, or are we good to go?
Could I have a quick hug, please? This has been a very nice meeting, and I think it would be nice to have a hug with a god. Since who gets the chance?
I am the God of Bliss, and I'm all about making people happy. But you know my other name? The God of the Squeeze. Come here. Squeeze! And you get a little squeeze, and you get actually 2 temporary hit points.
Oh, yeah!
He is the God of the Squeeze.
Hey, Turi.
And you feel real good.
Turi, can you, this stick of bliss that you gave me, it's awesome. I love it. Little big.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. It's a stick.
Could you whittle it down to a conductor's wand?
I don't have the hands for that. I'm not a working class man.
If I were to get someone to craft it down, would it still have its properties?
Would it still have its properties? Probably. I honestly don't know. I don't really hand out many of these sticks very often.
Okay, well, I just thought you were the God of Bliss. I thought you were pretty capable. But if you can't,
I'm not the god of knowing everything.
well, if you can't do it, I mean, we all have our limitations, don't we?
Oh gosh, how many margaritas do you want? I can do endless supplies of those.
Yeah. Well, you know that trick was impressive the first time. I mean, I'm ready to go if you guys are. I mean,
We haven't shaken on the deal.
of course.
All right, ready to shake?
I am, at least.
I'll shake.
Yeah, me too.
What about
There,
you,
partners.
Gilbert? Oh, he's not here. Where did that guy go?
Oh yeah, we gotta meet him.
You hardly notice him anyways. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go, teammate!
Deal.
Teammate.
And you all put your hands in. Teammate, you have made a pact with the God of Bliss to, get Calm and also get him worshippers, and then he's going to help you get into the lair of the first grand treasure. Also, a note. What was I going to say? I totally blanked. Never mind. That's it. That's all you got.
Well, he's paying for my sword.
And he's paying for your sword. That's
I
it.
feel like there was a bad thing coming there.
Okay, so you've made your deal with the God of Bliss, and now Turi asks, all right, well, I'll see you tomorrow then. Do you need a ride anywhere? Do you want to go back to the party?
Yes, actually, there's a couple of things I'd like to go see.
Okay, back to the party then. Here we go. Snap, you're there, right where you were with the queen again. Time has passed, though, and the queen's not there anymore. But the party's still raging. And the God of Bliss isn't there anymore as well.
Okay. Well, do you guys have any errands that you want to run real quick before we go find Gilbert? Because I feel like once we go talk to Gilbert, we're going to go right back to the mansion.
I've got mine settled now that I've made that a financial deal.
I have half a mind to go to Colm's bedroom right now. I'm gonna run to the castle.
Can you just hold on just for one moment, Zip? I think
No,
we should go.
there could be clues there.
No, look, I totally think we should go, but we should try to find Bradley.
I say we should kill Bradley, so that no one stands in our way.
No.
That's actually a pretty fair point, but you should probably say that a lot quieter.
We're not going to do that, guys. That would be killing a child.
But he... okay.
You know what? Let's table it. Let's table it for now.
Okay.
And we'll bring it up later. But there are a couple things... Oh, you know what? I can run the errands next time. It's fine.
No, it's okay. We can go see Bradley.
Well, there's a couple other things that I want to do, but they might take time.
Just speak your mind. What do you want to do?
You will be able to come back to Orem tomorrow.
Okay, in that case... yeah. Okay, well, I guess if Normandy already knows that, he's just going to say, yeah, okay, yeah, we're good. That's good.
But we know where Bradley is right now. You sure you don't want to see him? So we don't have to look for him.
You don't know where Bradley is. You don't see him anywhere.
I use keen senses. Where's Bradley?
Perception check.
That was a nat 1. I have no idea.
He's on the move.
You know what? Can I try to look for him too, actually? Can I just...
Sure, roll perception.
Okay.
See if you can see him.
Oh, Bradley's from the moon.
Perception. 21.
Wow.
This is a very crowded party, and you're looking for a very small child. Even that good of a roll, like, you don't see him. You can almost definitely derive that he is not here, or at least anywhere near you.
I say to the guys, Dariun and Zippy, listen, Bradley seemed to be the only one that wasn't really influenced, besides Gilbert, he wasn't really influenced that much by Turi's, his charm. And I think that's telling. Well, because he was focused on Paige during the whole time. He said, I don't want to be king, and he seemed the only one to be really aware of his senses. I think we should at least talk to him and make sure he's okay later.
I don't believe that. I think that the only thing that charm did was just make everyone in good spirits, and I think him talking about Paige proves that.
Yeah, I don't think it was to manipulate him to want to be king. I think it was just to make everyone feel better. I think he was just being completely honest, and so was everyone else.
Time will tell.
I think that if we go back to Gilbert's house tonight, then he's bound to be over to see Paige in the morning.
I think that's a pretty fair bet. He seems pretty infatuated with her, so I can get behind that.
Okay, one more thing then. I look around to see if I can see the centaur ram guy that was attacking the raid, was trying to stop the raid.
I will use your 21 perception, and you actually do see him. He is in the party crowd. He looks a mess because he got fired from his job. Because as you were passing through the gate, they said they had a new captain in, and Captain Rand got fired because he did such a bad job with the raid. You see him just eating shish kebabs. Actually, he was very close to you, Dariun. You actually crossed paths at the shish kebab stand.
I was just too drunk to know.
Yeah, and he's just downing them left and right.
Have we taken notice of that?
No.
Okay.
I say, guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna walk away, kind of with like my hand. Like, I'll be right back.
Dariun, I think we should go follow him because he's the most suspicious person in this party. I honestly have trouble trusting him. That's why I gave him the stick there, is to give him a chance. But he's constantly doing things without telling us.
It's fairly sketchy. Can I make a perception check to see if I can track where Normandy's going?
Yep, go for it.
Well, but before
if you just want to track him right now, he hasn't made it very far. Like, you can still see him basically.
Well, can I
before
see
he
his
does
destination?
Before he does though, I'd like to use disguise self as I pass a group of people.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that while after we made that decision.
Dariun said first, so what'd you roll, Dariun?
I mean, I was gonna say, all right, fine.
That is going to be 12.
Okay. You do see just hints of him, but you kind of lose him in the crowd.
He's not. Is he stealthing though?
Like he moves into the crowd. He it's very busy.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be hidden from them.
Oh, then okay, sure, yeah, you see him then. Yeah, you can follow him.
As I walk up closer, I do use disguise self.
Okay.
To look like Gilbert.
Okay. You look like Gilbert. You look like this old man, former greeter dude. And you're wearing the whole, kind of 3-piece suit that he always wears. Yeah.
And I kind of walk up and his name's, is his name Ram, or is that just his, title as the centaur?
It was Captain Ran, R-A-N.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And I say, Captain Ran, it's good to see you.
What do you want? I'm eating shish kebabs. Get out of here.
What happened to you? You used to be captain.
Don't even start with me, old man.
Is he sitting?
Yeah. it's like how do centaurs sit?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of he's on his knees, I guess, centaur style. Centaurs are weird.
Okay, and I say, hey, I heard about the raid. Rumor kind of got around.
Buddy, I'm trying to have a good time. I do not want to bring up memories of my terrible past that happened 3 days ago.
Well, I'm just curious. Do you recognize or do you remember the faces of anyone that got away?
Oh, hell yeah, I do. Those 3. I'll never forget.
Listen to me. I actually think it's a very dangerous time to be in Orm right now with a lot of conspiracy going around for the throne. I think that people who knew the king well could be in danger. And I'm going to cast Words of Terror.
What? Okay.
It's a College of Whispers spell that I can do. And I learn at level 3, you learn to infuse innocent-seeming words with insidious magic that inspire terror. Mm-hmm. So, if you speak to someone for at least 1 minute, you can attempt to seed paranoia and fear into its mind. At the end of the conversation, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save, or be frightened. And when it is frightened in this way, it must seek solitude in the safest place it knows for 24 hours.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to roll the save. And the DC is
14.
Okay.
And it doesn't know that I did anything if it succeeds, even if it succeeds.
Captain Rand failed, or ex-Captain Rand failed. So as you're talking to him, he's like, what was on this shish kebab? Oh! You poisoned me, old man. What are you doing? He's just getting very paranoid.
I say,
pointing fingers at everything.
Rand, are you okay? You look unwell.
No, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go home. And he just gets up and gallops away through the crowd, making a way. And some people are like shocked and moving and diving out of the way. And he's just barreling through the crowd. And he's gone into the crowd. Go home, I guess.
I turn back and I find Dariun and Zippy, and I try to inconspicuously drop disguise self, and I say, it was only a matter of time before someone recognizes from that raid. I tried to buy us a day.
I must say, that was a fairly risky maneuver. But it might pay off.
Well, if we're... I just want to keep us safe.
You have escaped a potential downfall, for now. For 24 hours, at least. Is that all you wanted to do?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Okay. What's the plan? You gonna go back to Gilbert?
I'm fine with going back to Gilbert.
Yeah, if you guys are ready to go back to Gilbert, I am as well.
I'm getting really sleepy.
Do you want me to carry you, Zippy?
No, I'm fine.
Do you want me to carry you?
No, I have big strong legs.
I try and pick him up.
Thank you.
Don't even need to strength check that one. He just cuddles in your arms. It's like you're swaddling a baby kind of thing. And you guys make your way back to Gilbert. As you guys are going down the streets, it's very quiet. Like you can still hear the party in the background and see the lights, but the streets are quite empty now because everyone's at the party. But eventually you make it back to the stables and you see just Gilbert waiting there. And he just yells out, "Oh, boys, you ready to head back?"
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I think we've had enough for one day.
I do think it's important that we talk when we do get back.
Sure, yeah. I think we need to talk about the exploding piano and our next course of action for sure. Let's go. Fast travel. You guys make it back home to the mansion, and you are sitting down in the living room. And I assume, are you guys wanting to disclose everything about the god?
I would, but would we have kind of discussed that before?
On the way?
Yeah, like while we're walking back to Gilbert.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if everyone else is comfortable with it, I am too.
Any objections, Zippy?
Nope, I'm wide awake now at the house, and I gave my consent when I whispered into Darian's ear while he carried me.
Okay, then yeah, we fully disclose everything to Gilbert.
Okay, I will say that conversation takes place up to the point where you just finished your story and you're sitting in the living room again with all the animals on the walls, and he's just like, "What did you guys do? Oh no! I can't believe you guys went behind my back and did that! Do you know how dangerous it is dealing with a god?
He's a low tier god. He's not even that really impressive. He couldn't even make gold.
Oh, jeez, guys. Please discuss things with me before you act like this again.
You're the one who ran. You're the one who ran away. We had no choice. We took our opportunity as it came.
And if I'm being completely honest, things got really out of hand really quickly, and we kind of made the best of a bad situation.
You would have been proud of us. We really handled our own. Zippy in particular, great negotiator.
Okay, guys, if this is the best course of action that you think to take, I guess it is worth it. I mean, if we can get into that first grand treasure room, then there's got to be information there on how to find the others.
We can definitely learn a lot from that. We understand this is a very high-risk, high-reward situation, but I think it's going to give us a good leg up on the situation, help us learn a lot.
Definitely. Okay, well, we've had a long day. Let's get some rest then, and reconvene in the morning.
Make sure you prepare Normandy's tomato soup. I think he asked for that earlier.
Ooh, thank you, Zippy.
As you guys are making your way around the back into the winding staircase that goes to the upstairs to your bedrooms, you see out the back door, there's some windows back there, and you see in the backyard, Blackjack and Yogurt are just chilling in a hot tub. They're like, hey, Zippy! Hey, Zip! Well, what you doing, Zip? Man, we missed you this morning. We slept in so late. Oh, yeah, so late, Zippy. Dariun, Normandy, good to see you guys. How was your day? I've been soaking for hours. Yeah, hours. Look at his fingers. Well, you can't really this fur, but they're pruny.
It was blissful.
If I'm being completely honest, I got drunk out of my mind, got instantly sobered up with a massive headache, and threatened a god, so it's been a pretty interesting day.
Yeah, but did you stay in a hot tub for 6 hours? I mean, let's talk about feats here. Who is the real, like accomplishment winner guy? Yeah, real good with your words, Blackjack. I think you've been in here too long.
It's true, you're probably hella pruny right now.
Oh, you have no idea. And, you guys, do you want to say anything more, or are you good to go to bed?
I'm going to bed.
All right, take it easy, boys. Join us next time in here, eh? Yeah, join us, Zip. At least you.
Yeah, I'll join you. Not when you look like hairless cats, though. All pruny. It's all disgusting.
Jeez, man. I forgot how aggressive these guys are. It's been a few episodes since we last talked, and they're already just back in my throat. Yeah, it's the way. All right, you guys move upstairs and you go to bed after your incredibly long day. And Dariun, you fall asleep quite fast. Normandy, you go to sleep quite fast as well. And Zippy, you're out like a light. And Zippy, in your dream, you see another figure. At first, everything is just white instead this time. And then greens start to come in. And it just starts to fill out even more. And then you find yourself in an extremely long carrot patch. Just miles and miles of carrots. And you see you have your tools, you have your hoe and everything, and you're just plowing the fields. And all of a sudden, you hear just a big crack, and then a knight in shining armor on a magnificent white steed shows up, riding through the carrot patch, tearing up the carrots as they go. And they're cutting across the carrot patch into the woods on the east side. And you just kind of stand there in shock, and the knight just comes by and is galloping as fast as they can, breaks on the horse really, really quick, tearing up the carrots as they break, and yells at you, Zippy, and says, "Excuse me, sir! You better get out of here! There's some monsters coming, and me, the Knight of Eternal Sunshine, cannot hold them off forever!"
I'll do my best to hold off the creatures while everyone can escape.
Okay, good, thank you! And then they run off. And it was just a knight in completely silver armor on this horse. from the woods on the west, though, you hear singing, and it's like la 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 la, and you just see cupcakes with legs just jumping and hopping through the woods, and they're just like the smiliest things, and they're just stampeding your dreamland carrot patch, and that's where we're gonna end the episode.
It's all coming to a head.